Worldwide. Hey, Offset decided to pop out, bruh. And the Creators Inc. podcast, I guess, is the first platform that got his interview. And I'm a little bit surprised because there's not much traction going on with the video. So I don't know what's going on. You guys don't care about Offset, or you guys just didn't know about this. If you didn't know, then I'm putting you on. Before we get into it, I go by the name of Caesar, aka Mr. Sneaker Ride, and you're tuned in to yet another installment of Apparently This Happened, and apparently this happened. We're gonna hear from Offset for the first time since the incident. And funny enough, it feels like it was so long ago, but I think it was like April the 8th or something like that. But let's get into it. Oh, do me a super solid, right? Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, bro. Spread the word. Let people know that there's good vibes over here, man. We just kick it, give our opinion on things, man. Cut it up, you know? Cut up, as they say. And just kick it, bro. Like, for real. This is going to be one of the most genuine platforms and communities that has ever been created. And I know there are other great communities out there, but let me not ramble on. Let's get into it.
Every time Offset comes, we get IVs together.
So I'm doing this one has the B complex and then
The big needle.
small needle.
Oh, you're giving him the baby needle, the kindergarten needle? Brother, you're covered in tattoos. You're worried about the needle?
Word.
Different.
Hey man, this shit getting poked and stabbed and shit. This is a pet peeve.
Unbelievable. You know what? Let me set the tone in
Can you make a
here.
fist?
Let me set the tone in here. Let me light a candle for you.
Somebody, if you guys are in the medical field, please put me on. I just want to know, what is it about these IV drips? I see Steve will doing it. I see a bunch of other content creators doing it. I see people doing it, especially if they travel a lot. Right? Somebody educate me. Can anybody educate me? I know I could look into it and I could figure it out eventually, but maybe if there's somebody out there in the medical field who can explain it to me and the benefits of it, please let me know. I'm curious, because at least if I get it from you, then I get it directly from the horse's mouth, and there's no hearsay. You will get me directly to the information I need, because I need to figure this out, man. This is becoming, and it's particularly dominantly or predominant in Hollywood, I feel, you know? So is it a vanity thing? Does it really work? Is it a placebo? You know? I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like these things that people do are a little extra, man. Beyond eating fruit and all the other, things you can do for yourself. What does that do for you? Please put me on.
Honorable man, I like the camera.
Sorry.
What's going on, Baba?
Key one of those, huh?
What's up, Seth?
Little
What's
one's
up, man,
crying.
Andy?
I don't know, man. You only got shot 6 days ago. And that was in Florida. And now you're here in LA. How the hell did you even get here? Like,
Gotta keep pushing like the Energizer Bunny, man. Keep this shit pushing.
Yeah, word.
like,
Got time to be slowing down.
I mean, you got shot and then you spent a day in the hospital. Then you were like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this concert. So you come out and you do the concert. This was legitimately 6 days ago. I don't how did you get to LA with a hole in a second butthole?
You gotta go.
That's how you know people are friends, man, because he just said how do you feel walking around with a second butthole? And that's a sensitive thing, so he's saying it to Offset, but you can tell that they're homies because Offset's facial expression didn't change, man, or maybe he's got a great sense of humor, or maybe they have a great rapport, right? Like, facts. They must be homies outside of entertainment.
G6, G5, sorry. Had him bring the bed out. Lay on that thing for 6 hours, go to sleep. You cool.
And then what's happening in LA? What you doing out
So
here?
I've been in LA working on my album. I'm trying to drop soon, a couple months from now. I don't got no date yet, but getting the creative and all this shit to go together, like removing songs, making new songs, just off of because all my shit always be off of life experiences. You know what I mean? What happens in my real life, I just put it in the music because I'm not a social guy that just like to go live and do shit like that. I don't really do that too much. So I just put everything in music. I'm just totally locked in though right now though.
It's kind of like what I'm about to say might not make sense to a lot of people, but what you just said right now kind of confuses me because you're not all about that social media stuff, but then you're in open spaces and casinos and stuff like that, just hanging around, mingling with the people. Maybe you have an addiction, maybe not, but I'm just saying. But you don't want to have your creative process, like you're not into the socials and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Sometimes I wonder if people just say things to say it or if they're really sincere about what they're saying. Because that doesn't make any sense, bro. If you're not about socials and stuff like that, man, and you're really about being ducked out, how ducked out could you be as Offset? Like for real. You know? If you're in casinos, that is. Ducked out is going to private spaces, man, private casinos and doing your thing in those types of spaces. But then again, maybe he wants to mingle around the people and just be a regular person because that makes him, like, it keeps him grounded. I don't know, but what he just said right now, it kind of didn't make sense to me, man. Maybe let me pull it back, like, and hear it again. But I'm like, hold on.
Getting the creative and all this shit to go together, like removing songs, making new songs, just off of like, because all my shit always be off of life experiences. You know what I mean? What happens in my real life, I just put it in the music because I'm not a social guy that just like to go live and do shit like that. I don't really do that too much. So I just put everything in music. I'm just totally locked in though right now though.
So he's not a social. I don't know. See, I'm just confused. If you're not a social guy, then why do you put yourself in social settings where everybody with social media can see you? And put you on social media for the whole world to see you if you're really, you know what, maybe I'm overthinking this. Let's push on.
It's time. It's that time. It's summer finna hit.
Talk about, I mean, listen, adversity. I feel like, you know, a really smart person once told me, he said, have you ever noticed that you're not anxious at the airport? Meaning, I mean, you fly private a lot, but when you go to the airport or when you were on tour with Migos and things like that, it's like, okay, you get to the airport, you check in, you get through security, you get on the plane, and you're like, you got blinders on because you have a checklist, right?
Yeah.
Now, something like this happens to you, fucking tragic. And all of a sudden, does your brain just go through checklists? Obviously, you're in pain shit, but number one, I need to get to the hospital. I need to get checked out. Da, da. But it's like, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I don't even know how to ask you. Like, you got shot 6 days ago and you're here in LA back on your grind. And in between that, you did a concert. So, you know, you got to at least give me some insight into your mind.
Gladiator mentality, man. You know, the show don't ever stop. At the end of the day, I was blessed enough to be able to still move. You know what I mean? So I'm still moving. I ain't really like I didn't really have a checklist for it. I just felt like, okay, maybe I need to be ducked off a little bit more, locked in, working on my craft and figuring out what's my next move in the music.
Yeah, he's definitely too accessible. He's overly accessible, you know? And that's why sometimes I feel like even the engagement for this video in particular, right? It's kind of throwing me off because his name is supposed to be heavy enough for people to immediately gravitate to whatever he's doing, right? But sometimes if your how can I say, your visibility as like an artist is like you saturate the market, and saturating it, not flooding it by marketing, but by being too accessible. Fans want to feel like you're inaccessible so that they feel like you kind of elevate your importance, right? You go from something that is exotic, something that is, almost unattainable, so that when you do bump into somebody, they're like, oh my gosh, that is Offset type thing, you know? But when you're too accessible, the people don't really see the value in you anymore. And this goes all around. It applies to a bunch of things in life. But I'm just saying, if you're too accessible and you're too available and you're mingling with the people and as much as you do stuff like everybody else, the world has a viewpoint and a vision of the artist, right? That's why they say, like never meet your idols or like, something like that. So I feel people, but it must be tough, man. You're navigating through parenthood, you're going through a divorce, you just got shot. He must be reevaluating a bunch of things in his life right now. Like for real.
Music. All the other shit was just like distractions and just getting in the way of just doing shit, being places, wrong place, wrong time.
Hmm.
But we here, man. I'm pushing, man. At the end of the day, the grind don't stop, bro. I ain't want nobody to feel sorry for me or no shit like that. Like, people get shot every day, bro.
I get
Like,
tired of the commercials too.
I'm blessed. I can keep pushing. So why would I just sit down? I gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep going.
I gotta tell you something. I know billionaires who are miserable people.
I just wanted to play that much for you guys to get, a little feel of what Offset is presenting, his mindset at the moment. Well, this is like a little bit ago. This is like 2, 3 weeks ago. But just see his mindset so close to the incident, see how he's moving. And he's reevaluating a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure, man. He's thinking things over and he's resetting everything. Because right now, he's probably thinking to himself, man, I could have been, that could have been it. Could have been curtains. But he's here. By God's grace, he's here, man. Like, God's mercy has him here. So he has a purpose. Like, whatever the purpose is, man, maybe he has been given the message. Whatever the message is, man, it's for him. But hopefully it's for good and we see greatness come out of it. Now, with that being said, I appreciate one and all for locking in. Again, I go by the name of Caesar, aka Mr. Sneaker Route, and I appreciate you guys for truly supporting my content and joining joining the our thing, man. This thing of ours. We had to come up with a name for it, man. I don't know if it's gonna be the ATH family or the ATH squad or ATH something, you know. But yeah, again, do me a super solid. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And what's today's word, man? Grab opportunity by the horns, man. Don't squander your blessings. All right? Don't chase the number, chase the dream. One. Worldwide.